Rob, let's start with the news with Josh Jones and your reaction to that.
Yeah, obviously slightly disappointing. Josh came in, has worked extremely hard. When we met the guy, a lot of qualities about him that we really liked, and he's come and he's shown those in training. And in the way he's developed, he's been a good guy around the place. He's worked extremely hard. All the staff here have been very pleased with his professionalism and the way he's held himself. And it's a bit of a shame because I think he was starting to come through. Really, anyone who was here last Monday night and saw him play against Harlequins, against a good Harlequins team, would have seen that it looks like it's starting to click. And it's a little bit of a shame that obviously personal circumstances have led him to want to go back home, really. And he will now look for a contract in Rugby League with almost certainty. As I say, it's a little bit of a shame, but it's one of those things, family and different circumstances have to come first. They're the drivers in your life. And I kind of like to hope and wish him all the best, really, because it was a pleasure working with him. And it's just a bit of a shame that things haven't looked differently, and he can spend a bit of time seeing what his potential could have been in rugby union.
How interesting an exercise has it been converting him from rugby league to rugby union?
Obviously interesting for us from a coaching perspective because we haven't gone through it before, but also good, really. because I suppose because of the character Josh showed and how hard he was prepared to work, and I think that ultimately made it nice, a nice thing to do. It was nice to watch him playing at Taunton and trying to get into grips with not being involved in the game so much. I think that's a bit of a challenge, really, for rugby league guys, is that there's no programmed way in the game of actually getting yourself into the game, which there kind of is in rugby league. You kind of have roles that you're going to fill and you know how you're going to get into the game. And I think that's sometimes the biggest challenge, and Josh was adapting to that really well. Playing the backs, sometimes you can not touch the ball for 20 minutes, and that's the bigger challenge than when you've got it in a lot of ways. And I think he was adapting really well, and as I said, you were starting to see things click. But that said, as I said, that's kind of by the by now. Josh has had to make a difficult decision. He's made it. He goes with our blessing, and obviously we'll keep an eye on him in a friendly kind of way to see how he does in rugby league.
Absolutely.